On the distant planet of Glimmara, the skies shimmered with teal clouds, and twin suns bathed everything in a gentle, sparkling light. The inhabitants of Glimmara were small, fuzzy alien cubs, no larger than a loaf of bread. Their fur changed color with their emotions, and their eyes glowed softly whenever they were curious or excited. Despite their alien nature, one thing united them all: an insatiable curiosity about the universe and an uncanny love for Earth's foods, which they had learned about through old human transmissions intercepted from faraway space probes. Among all the Earth foods they had discovered, there was one that the cubs adored above everything else: watermelon juice. The concept of a squishy, sweet red fruit fascinated them. They had never seen anything like it growing naturally on Glimmara, and the idea of a juicy, thirst-quenching drink was almost magical. One sunny Glimmering morning, 3 of these cubs, Zybo, Luri, and Mumu, gathered outside their hive-like home, their tiny fur bristling with pure excitement. Zybo, bouncing on his stubby legs, announced, "I found something humans call a watermelon." His fur flashed bright yellow, which on Glimmara meant he was super thrilled. Luri's ears twitched with interest. "You mean the red juicy fruit? The one that tastes like summer in a cup?" Zybo nodded, his eyes sparkling with anticipation. "Yes, I intercepted the recipe from a human show. It's called watermelon juice." Mumu, the smallest and fluffiest of the 3, tilted his head, his fur a soft shade of lavender. "Juice? We have nectar, but nothing like juice. Can we really make it?" "Of course," Zybo declared with confidence. "We just need water, the fruit, and something humans call a blender. Luckily, our tech pod can do the blending." The 3 friends scuttled to their little lab pod, a shiny sphere with blinking lights and a small screen that showed images of humans enjoying various foods. With great care, Zybo placed the watermelon into the pod and pressed a series of buttons. The machine whirred and hummed, emitting soft blue sparks. In just a few moments, a thick ruby-red liquid poured into a tiny, translucent cup. "Wow!" Luri squealed, her fur turning a vivid shade of magenta. "It smells like happiness." Mumu tentatively sipped the juice, and his eyes widened so much they almost lit up the whole room. "It tastes magical. It's sweet, refreshing, like nothing I've ever felt. Humans are geniuses." Zybo grinned, bouncing in excited circles. "I knew it! Human foods are amazing! Can you just imagine the other things we can try?" The cubs spent the next few hours experimenting. They tried the watermelon juice with a pinch of Glimmara and ice dust, creating a sparkling, frosty slush. They even tried mixing it with a hint of starfruit syrup, making a drink that shimmered just like the twin suns at sunset. Every new variation made their fur glow in new and exciting colors, signaling their absolute delight. But then, as they were enjoying their latest creation, a deep rumble shook the ground. The cubs froze, their fur flickering with alarm. Outside, a massive shadow loomed over their home. It was a glimmering sky whale, a gentle but enormous creature that usually floated near the planet's upper atmosphere. It had drifted too low and was now eyeing the small lab pod with immense curiosity. "Oh no!" whispered Mumu, his fur turning a nervous gray. "It's going to eat us, or worse, our watermelon." But Zybo, ever bold, had an idea. "Wait, humans do something amazing when they want to share their food. Maybe the whale likes watermelon juice too." The cubs quickly filled a much larger cup with the sparkling watermelon juice in, and, using a long, sturdy vine rope, dangled it outside toward the giant creature. The sky whale extended one massive, translucent fin and gently sipped the juice. Its eyes, each the size of the cub's entire hive, blinked in surprise. Then, it made a soft, melodic hum that resonated beautifully through the air. Luri's fur turned a bright, dazzling rainbow. "Yeah, it likes it. The whale is happy." Zybo nodded, his own fur glowing a warm, contented orange. Humans might have been right all along. Food can be universal, and happiness can be universal too. The sky whale lingered nearby for a while, seeming perfectly content with its unexpected gift. The cubs realized that their new favorite drink had just bridged two completely different worlds. Something as simple as watermelon juice could create joy even for creatures far larger and stranger than themselves. That night, the cubs gathered under the fading glow of the twin suns, sipping more watermelon juice and sharing stories of their incredible day. "Humans are amazing," Leary said thoughtfully, her eyes glowing a soft green. "They make something so simple, yet it can bring joy to anyone, even a giant sky whale," Zebo nodded in agreement. "Yes, and it reminds me. Humans might be far away, but their creativity travels all the way through the universe. One day, maybe we'll get to visit their planet, and I bet they'll have even more amazing things for us to try." Mumu, his small paws clutching his cup, added quietly, "And maybe, just maybe, we can bring some humans here, so they can taste Glimmara's nectar too. I think they'd like it." The cubs all laughed, their fur flashing a bright, shared purple in their excitement. They felt proud and somehow a little closer to the distant humans who had created the wonderful watermelon juice they now loved so much. It was a strange, beautiful thought that across the vast, empty stretches of space, different life forms could connect through simple pleasures. The days passed, and the cubs' love for watermelon juice only grew stronger. They began experimenting further, infusing it with different glimmering fruits, even creating fizzy versions that bubbled and sparkled like stars trapped in a cup. Each sip was a small celebration, a wonderful reminder of the universe's wonders and the brilliant ingenuity of humans. Word spread quickly among the other cubs on Glimmara. Soon, dozens of small, fuzzy aliens were gathering around the lab pod every day, each one eager to taste the legendary watermelon juice. Zybo, Lyri, and Mumu became the heroes of the hive, celebrated not for their strength or size, but for their curiosity, their creativity, and their wonderful ability to share joy. Even the sky whales returned from time to time, floating lazily near the clouds, their deep, happy hums echoing through the atmosphere whenever a cup of watermelon juice was offered up to them. It became a beautiful new tradition, a bridge between species, a symbol of happiness and cooperation for everyone on Glimmara. And so, on this sparkling, distant planet, the story of the small alien cubs and their favorite watermelon juice spread far and wide. The humans may have been light years away, completely unaware, but their simple creations had sparked wonder and friendship all the way across the stars. Through this sweet, red drink, the cubs learned an important and powerful truth. Sometimes, the smallest, sweetest things in the universe can have the biggest impact of all. And from that day on, every cube-shaped sip of watermelon juice reminded the little aliens that happiness, creativity, and kindness were truly, wonderfully universal. Thanks for watching our story today. If you enjoyed this little trip to Glimmara, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.